If you're near a convenience store right now, any type of 24-hour store, go into the store right now and put your hand in the cash register for no reason. Their money is your money, as of right now.
New York City, fuck that, America. Funk Flex has just announced this Monday, Labor Day, September 1st, will be his last show on Hot 97 at 7 p.m. All things come to an end of an era that he enjoyed very much. He super enjoyed it all. He will make the last show a great one, and he appreciates everyone who has supported him over the years. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. Funk Flex is a legend. Funk Flex is a legend, and I'm hoping he recreates the Otis night before he leaves, because that was the greatest night in modern radio history. I'm not gonna lie. The day that Funk Flex premiered Otis on Hot 97 was wild, gang. I'm not gonna hold you. Funk Flex debuted the song Otis on Hot 97 in 2011. He played it 25 times in under 23 minutes. That is less than a minute each play. He added 63 bombs and yelled over that bitch. I'm not gonna lie, this is the greatest night in New York City radio history, especially in hip-hop radio history, gang. I'm not gonna hold you. This was a crazy night. I'm hoping he recreates that. I don't know if Funk has any or Flex has any endeavors he's leading into after this, what he's planning to do. I don't know if he's going to retire and speed off into the sunset and just enjoy retirement. But what a ride, man. I know a lot of us find Funk Flex to be annoying and all the bombs and the restarting songs, but it's a ritual that we all have grown accustomed to, gang. So yeah, man. Peace and blessings to Funk Flex. Thanks for giving us some legendary moments. Some legendary freestyles. The Tyler the Creator freestyle just popped into my head. Yeah, man. Thank you for all of your service, man. Till next time, I'm out of here. Make sure, by the way, you join my Discord, man. It's linked in my bio. Shout out to everybody that's been joining, man. We've been talking. We've been having a good time in there, man. And I know the community is only going to grow even more. This is just the beginning. We will be back to live streaming next Thursday when the NFL season starts. We are back live streaming. Make sure you join the Discord. If there's anything you want me to talk about, let me know in there. Till next time, I'm out of here. You shit me.
Not only has Shannon Sharpe settled with his accuser, but it appears he retired her via settlement from OF. We know this because Gabriella put out on Instagram, "Today I have decided to retire." Okay, this is separate of what happened with Shannon. A retirement statement about leaving the platform that is OF is just is so funny to me. A notes app statement, like you're a NFL or NBA, it's just I find it funny. Sue me. A lot of people are saying this 50 million number as if that's what they settled for. That's what was mentioned in the lawsuit. Shannon Sharpe's lawyer said something about 10 million. I may assume it's in between those numbers. Now, Shannon Sharpe, is getting killed for this online. Shannon Sharpe retired a 20-year-old model while his kid's still clocking in. Gave his daughter a $40K wedding budget. Don't know if that's true, but he has retired a 20-year-old model. Lust will have your brain discombobulated. I didn't even know. That's a wild word to see spelled out. And prioritizing the wrong thing. Shakedown successful. Game recognized game, says Tree of Logic. So glad she got that bag. I don't date my age. I date my wage. No idea what's next for Shannon Sharpe. Doubt ESPN brings it back. Gabriella has generational wealth now.
The story of the University of Kansas women's soccer team is so incredible. Even if you're not a sports person, you're going to want to hear this. Hey, I'm Coach Jackie with all your women's sports news, and let's talk some college soccer. Going into this story, all you need to know is the Kansas women's soccer team is good. They're not great, they're not nationally ranked highly, and they won their conference in 2019, but they haven't been able to reach that level again since. And things became especially difficult for them this season when last year, their head coach of 25 years, Mark Francis, decided to retire. They had to find a new coach quickly, and in December of last year, they introduced Nate Lee, who had previously been the head coach of Xavier's women's soccer team. And in Nate's introductory press conference, he set some pretty lofty goals.
I'm going to say it right now and hope you listen and hope you want to be a part of this. We want to compete for Big 12 championships. You know, we take it seriously. We know what we're up against, but it doesn't scare us at all.
It's impressive. I mean, it takes guts to get up there and say that on day one. So Nate Lee moves his family to Kansas, and he gets to work. And when the first preseason poll comes out ranking all the teams in the Big 12 conference, Kansas is tied for 12th out of 16. Not in the country, just in their specific conference. Meanwhile, the team at the top of the conference, BYU, made it to the Final Four last year. And Texas Tech made it really far nationally too. The season actually starts, and they play well. They're good. Some wins, some losses, some ties. It's pretty much par for the course. Then on October 10th, they play BYU, the top-ranked team in their conference, one of the top-ranked teams in the country, and they tie. And that's a big deal. The next game, they win. And then they just keep winning. Going into the conference tournament, where they once were ranked 12th, they're now ranked 6th. The tournament starts. They beat Arizona State. Then in the quarterfinals, they play West Virginia. It goes to double overtime, but they pull out the win. Then in the semifinal, they beat Texas Tech. It's a big upset. In the other semifinal, TCU beats BYU, which means Kansas is officially in the Big 12 Tournament Championship for the first time since 2019. If they can beat TCU in this final, they clinch a spot in the national tournament and they take the conference title. Game starts and it's thrilling. It's super close. Both these teams have a lot on the line. They're not going to give it up. In the 66th minute of the second half, Kansas City gets a penalty and they make it! The whistle blows and they know they've done it. Conference champions. From being ranked 12th at the beginning of the season to literally winning over everyone. They said it doesn't matter what we're ranked. We can do what we want, and we want to win. Coach Lee becomes the first ever coach in Big 12 history to win the conference championship in his first year coaching. Coach Lee said in the beginning of the season they were going to compete to be Big 12 champions, and they did it. Now they've got the NCAA tournament. They played their first game on Friday, and I just gotta say, I like their odds. And I love women's sports. This could literally be a movie. This table tennis player quit the Chinese national table tennis team in 1986 without making it to an Olympics. Now, at 58 years old, she's going to her first Olympics in Paris, but this time on Chile's national table tennis team. Let me tell you about it. Hey, I'm Coach Jackie with all your women's sports stories, and I'm your beginner's guide to all things Olympics this year. Okay, so this is Zhaying Zhang, or as they call her in Chile, Tanya Zhang. So she grew up in China playing ping pong from a very young age because her mother was actually a table tennis coach. And when she was 11, she was accepted into like an elite sports school in China where she played on a team, and then in 1983 she was accepted onto the Chinese national table tennis team. As soon as she was on that national team, her dream was set, like, I want to go to the Olympics, but unfortunately it didn't happen, and that has a lot to do with the fact that in 1986 they established the two-color paddle rule. That rule required that all paddles have to have a different color on each side. Now the sides are actually different surfaces that make a different speed or spin on the ball, so it added a psychological element to the game of understanding what color your opponent used when they gave the ball to you and adjusting accordingly. Now, Zhaying grew up playing only with one color paddles, and this new requirement totally threw off her game. She never really recovered from that change, and eventually she left the national team with the understanding that that part of her life was unfortunately over. A couple years later, she gets a call, and the call says, hey, we have an opportunity for you to come and coach table tennis to elementary school kids in Chile. Do you want to move to Chile? And she's like, sure, I'll move to Chile, and she doesn't look back. She loves it there. She coaches throughout the 90s, but eventually she quits in favor of getting a regular old job. She starts a family. She owns a furniture company. Everything's going well. That is until March 2020 when the pandemic hits, and it's lockdown. Everyone's stuck in their houses, and like everybody else, she wants to find something to pass the time. But for her, it wasn't about taking up a new hobby as much as it was taking up the hobby she left behind when she was 20 years old. That's right, it's ping pong time. She gets a table for her house, she starts playing, and by George, she's still got it. As soon as she can, she's playing in tournaments, she's gaining confidence, rising up the ranks, and by 2023, at 57 years old, she's the #1 ranked women's player in the country, and she made the national team. She won gold at the Sudamericanos, bronze at the Pan American Games that Chile hosted, and now, 38 years after she thought her Olympic dreams were over, she's going to Paris. All of Chile will be cheering Tanya on at the Olympics, because as cliche as it sounds, it is truly never too late to chase your dreams. I cannot wait to watch her compete myself. I am so excited for the Olympics. Stay tuned for more Olympic stories, and as always, I love women's sports.
Sometimes I miss it more than I say. The early practices, the bruised shins and taped wrists, the ponytail so tight it gave me a headache, but I didn't care, because I was in it. I miss the cleats hitting turf, the pregame huddles, the chants that gave me chills, the pressure of a routine that had to be perfect because we'd practiced it 100 times and we only had 2 minutes and 30 seconds to make it count. I miss the field, the mat, the adrenaline, the whistle that started it all, the coaches that pushed us, the teammates who became sisters, the way it felt to fall and get right back up because people were counting on me. I miss the scraped knees from slide tackles, the grass stains on my socks, the makeup melting off mid-performance because we gave it everything. I miss walking off the field or stepping off the mat with my heart racing, lungs burning, smiling anyway because we did that. I miss who I was when I played. Disciplined, focused, fierce, proud of my body for what it could do, not for how it looked. And I know life moves on, but sometimes I hear a cheer mix or smell the cut grass and I'm right back there, in my uniform, on my team, fighting for something bigger than myself. There's a version of me that lived for the game, and I'd give anything to feel that one more time.